Hello everyone, Treecks here, and welcome back to the Let's Play of Paper Mario. The first Paper Mario, that is. But I think that is pretty obvious. There's plenty of Paper Marios nowadays, but back in 2000 and 2001, this is the game that all got it started. Officially released as the second Mario RPG game, and this one actually took things in a different way. No more Square Enix. They actually left the project before it actually got well underway, but Intelligent Systems picked up the project, and this is what they made out of it. Where Princess Peach still got abducted by Bowser. A world of paper or not, Princess Peach is still abducted by Bowser, and we're on our way to try to save her. In order to do so, we need to counter the powerful Star Rod that Bowser actually stole. And in order to do so, we need to free the 7 star spirits that normally control the Star Rod, but are also imprisoned. We are tempted to actually go towards Pleasant Path, the route east of Toad Town. But some dark and gloomy looking toads are blocking the way, and we don't want to go out there. It's way too dangerous. Going to Koopa Brothers Fortress would be a huge mistake. Definitely don't go. Most of all though, you shouldn't go ask Old Man Merlon for help. And that would be really bad news for us. I mean, for you. Don't even think about it. Yeah, that is a cute little hint on what we need to do in order to advance. Also, at the end of the prologue last time, Merlon actually called to us. He was looking for us. And now these guys are also mentioning we should not actually go to Merlon. I think we want to go to Merlon. He's actually the fortune teller of Toad Town and lives in this house with the spinning roof. He is our way to actually access Chapter 1, to begin this long game, to truly begin this long game. At the beginning we'll still say Merlon is out, but we just need to keep on trying. Why do you keep on knocking? I'm telling you, he's out! Whoa! What the? Why is someone sleeping in front of my house? Wait a minute. That face seems very familiar to me. Oh, maybe. No, yes, it must be. You are Mario. I've been waiting for you. You should have come earlier. Well, you're here now. Come on in. Now, what do you want from us, sir? Where to begin? My name is Merlon. I am a wizard. When I was reading the stars the other day, an oracle came to me. What I discovered is very important, and it concerns you. But before I tell you about it, there are other things of which I must speak. This is a very long story, but I'll try to shorten it. Where should I start? It was in the old days. One of my ancestors was up on Shooting Star Summit, and as usual... But one day it happened. Suddenly a grate appeared, and I... standing face to face. Then the far away, the pious... raised me up, was amazing. I was still so young then. I believed in, but our hearts were, and then, so, the shortened story of the story is still too long, I'm afraid. Losing focus. Mario is sleepy. And he just keeps on rapping his story. And that is all that matters. Huh? Hey! Mario! Were you listening to me? Yeah, sure, we were. Oh, alright. So, anyway, that is why I am able to help you. So, if you get lost during your adventure, you can come to me. I can predict the path you should take for a small price. Right now, your main goal must be to save Princess Peach, as quickly as it is humanly possible. But, according to my second sight, your path must first take you to the great fortress of the Koopa Brothers. To reach the Koopa Bros fortress, head east on the road in front of the Toad House. Yeah. That we already figured out ourselves, however... Come again? Strange toads blocking the east side of Toad Town? That shouldn't be. That is ridiculous. Such a thing has never been heard of. Never! I will get to the bottom of this. Follow me over there. I will see what is going on. Here comes the cavalry. Let's go see how this is going to be solved. Okay, yeah. I told you that you cannot pass. Take off. You aren't toads, are you? We don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, what gives? Ask anyone. We're just cute, ordinary toads hanging out. Reveal your true selves. You don't fool a wizard. Koopa Brothers. Just as I thought. You're the Koopa Brothers. How did you guess it was us? We were perfectly disguised. Shucks. Black, yellow, green. We retreat. For now. Mario, those imposters were none other than the Koopa Brothers. You must pursue them to their hideout, the Koopa Brothers Fortress. Oh, Mario, there's one part of your fortune I haven't revealed. To get to the Koopa Brothers Fortress, you'll need the help from a blue-shelled Koopa. This is a strange portent. In Koopa Village, you might find something that will clear it up. I must return home now. Okay, Merlon, thank you for your help. Both for the information and getting rid of those fake toads. So now we're going to be able to actually take a pleasant path. Apparently leading towards the Koopa Brothers Fortress. But we also need to find the help of a blue-shelled Koopa in Koopa Village. And this will start Chapter 1. Storming Koopa Brothers Fortress. Now the game will truly begin. We are on our way to save the first star spirit in the game. This pathway is going to be littered with a new type of enemy. And these are obviously Koopa Troopas. The first shelled enemies that we find in the game. Jumping on them will actually flip them on their back. That will actually render them useless for one turn. Allow me to show you by first getting rid of this Goomba. And then now the enemy's turn will begin. However, as you can see, he's not able to do anything because of him being on his back. And whenever a turtle is on his shell, he's not able to do anything anymore. That is the gist of the shelled enemies. Koopa Troopas are shelled enemies, obviously. Now, let's get to this Paragoomba. One thing I can actually note, as you can clearly see here, enemies that actually swoop down towards you, you can still hit with your hammer, even though they're officially airborne enemies. Of course, in battle you're not able to use the hammer. At least not until they are first down on the ground. But it is one fun little trick that you can actually remember. Outside of battle, whenever going for first strikes, you can still use your hammer, even on airborne enemies, if you're able to reach them. You do want to hit with your hammer, of course, no matter what. Oh yeah, and one other thing, you can clearly see this. The moment you use a first strike, you are not able to actually use an action command. That will only apply to the turns in battle. Whenever you use a first strike, whether it be your hammer, your jump, or a partner attack, you are not going to be able to use an action command during that move. So for right now, we are still only able to do 1 damage at our first strike. In battle, we can take care of these guys quite easily now. Double damage is definitely making Goombas a lot easier. Now, here we find the red block, of course. This will contain a badge, like explained earlier. The Dizzy Attack Badge, which will deliver a blow that makes an enemy dizzy and unable to move. Of course, at the cost of flower points. If you choose to equip it. Here's a fright jar for free. You know what this is, so I'm not going to explain. Second screen. What do we have here? Ooh, free pow block, thank you. It's especially effective against shelled enemies, so... Oh, here's a switch. First, let's get rid of the Koopa. Oops. Bad idea to start the battle with a Koopa with your hammer. They have defense, of course. Whenever they are flipped, they will actually have 0 defense. As you can see, then we're able to do normal damage. But the moment they're standing up, then their shell will actually be a benefit to them. They will actually have 1 defense. So a non-action command hammer attack or a jump attack won't do any damage to a Koopa the moment he's standing up. First he flips, 0 damage, and then once he's flipped, only then we will do 1 damage to him. And that is how Koopa Troopas work. Their shell is not just a downside, there's also a plus side to it. Now, let's go press the switch. And voila! Bridge. What else did you expect in the video game? And I see you in there, Mr. Spiked Goomba. Trying to hide from me. Okay, this is going to be bad for Goombario. Both of the enemies are Spiked Goombas, so I need to waste a turn with him. Let's go use Tattle then. At least we're doing something then. Goombario is not able to... Oh! Missing action commands. I really need to get used to the timing again in this game. It's a lot different than in the 1000-year door, that I can already admit. And this game feels a lot different. So, plenty of coins. Also need a lot of those in this game, so never skip out on any coins if you can. I can actually note this little side path over here. There's nothing we can do. However, we can actually take a look at the star piece that we cannot get. It's pretty obvious we need something later on before we're able to actually grab that. And therefore, we are going to continue battling a Koopa. So we need to make sure we jump on him. Hammering him is of course useless as a first strike. Koopa is going to be incapacitated for now, so I will attack the Paragoomba with Goombario. And that way only the Spiked Goomba is going to attack. Will still do 1 damage, even if you block it. Because of the spike, it is of course an attack that will normally do 2 damage. And with the action command, we can actually reduce it to 1. And now, hammer time. And boom. And that is strategy in Paper Mario. Now, what is in here? A whole lot of nothing. And here... Oh, this one contains coins at least. The famous 10 coin blocks that we know from the very first Mario. Oh, and now where do we end up? Split pathway. Koopa Brothers Fortress to the right. And we can go down in order to reach Koopa Village. Both of them sound interesting. And I've got the feeling that I'm being watched. This is actually a fun little cameo. If you start spinning around this guy, he will actually follow us. Starman music will actually start playing. And this guy will drop hearts for us. Pretty fun actually. But okay, enough about that. We're not going to be completing the game if we keep on making circles around you. Behind this one over here is another hidden item. A honey syrup. And then... yeah, we can actually choose to go towards Koopa Fortress or Koopa Village. But I can already tell you, going towards Koopa Village is going to be required first. We're not going to be able to get very far on the other pathway. So, first we're going down. Towards the village of the Koopas. These 3 blocks over here will actually give us a badge if we destroy them in the correct order. My notes say it is going to be left, right, middle. So, left, right, middle. Yeah, and then a red block appears. And that will contain the second attack effects badge. This one, B. So, if you were already tired of the effects A sound effect, now we have a second one. So, there's a bit more diversity whenever jumping on something or hitting something with our hammer. Yeah. There's still a lot of A here. Come on. Yeah. That was it. But anyway, let's go into Koopa Village now. And there's already a Koopa here to greet us. Can it be? Are you Mario? Welcome to Koopa Village. I wish we could really welcome you, but we're in big trouble. Can't you see what kind of madness is going on? This village is in an uproar because of the fuzzies. You do know what fuzzies are like, don't you, Mario? They look like this. Yeah, we know them from Super Mario World. Mean guys. They're really naughty. Oh, whoa. Hey! Oh no, stupid Fuzzy! Get back here with my shell! You're stealing a Koopa shell? How dare you? Just hit this guy and he will actually drop it. Like that. Here you go, sir. Oh, thank you, Mario. I owe you one. I just can't walk around without my shell on. Talk about embarrassing. Mario, be sure to keep your shell safe from the fuzzies, alright? Oh, oops, you don't have one. Well, watch your overalls. Yeah, if these guys are indeed naughty, then they're not going to leave us alone just because we don't have a shell. Oh, but it looks like you're not the only one. There's more shell stealing going on. Oh, there's a dried shroom here. Very weak healing item that will only heal 1 HP. Completely useless, therefore. And for the rest, nothing too important, so let's go help this guy. Oh, you're the best. Thank you very much. You're welcome, sir. Here is the toad house for Koopa Village. That's recognized by the toad sign that is hanging outside. Here's the shop. There's of course going to be some different items on display here. Shops in this game are never identical. Couple of new things here. This mushroom, for instance, electrifies Mario briefly and damages enemies who touch him. A defensive item, therefore. It will make enemies hurt themselves the moment they do a direct attack against you. Time for us to head outside again. Find some more shells that Koopa's lost. This one is actually stuck in the tree. And we know what to do, how to get it out again. I could actually go over all of the dialogues these guys will actually give, but allow me not to do so. It'll take a bit too long if I do. Hello. What are you? A Koopa leaf. A leaf found in Koopa Village will restore 3 FP. And it looks like I've already overflowed my inventory, so let's get rid of this useless dried shroom. Continue checking out all of the houses in here. Oh. Well, this Koopa's having a good time. At least he still has a shell. Supposedly, these Bob-Ombs recently ran away from the Koopa Brothers fortress. Of course, things aren't much better here in the village. The fuzzies are running wild. Poor little Bob-Ombs. Huh? Me? I don't leave my house, because I couldn't bear it if the fuzzies actually made a fool out of me. They'd probably take my shell and play with it. I know I don't look cool without my shell. Nope. No, thank you. I'd rather just stay here and listen to music. Okay, now I'm interested in the Bob-Ombs that actually ran away from the Koopa fortress. We are Bob-Ombs. We just ran away from the Koopa Brothers fortress. We thought we'd at least find some peace here in the village. Boy, were we wrong. The fuzzies are running wild around here. All we want is a little peace. Yeah, that's something that I'm working on. But anyway, this radio is actually something also we can interact with. Can change the radio station and stuff. I hope you do recognize this song. You should be familiar enough with Mario to actually recognize a golden oldie. There's also an information station. This will actually give you news flashes about current events. Of course, now talking about the fuzzy invasion. And there's the island sound station that we actually started with. More about this radio later. That information station is something we're going to be using later on. But for now, there's nothing we can do with it yet. So now we're going to continue exploring Koopa Village. There's also a second screen. There's also a second Koopa leaf. Let's go get rid of the sleepy sheep. I never use stuff like that. And what is in here? Oh, here's a female Koopa. Let's see who you are. These fuzzies. Will their mischief never end? My husband is never here when there's trouble. My husband? Oh, his name is Colorado. You've heard of him. He claims to be a famous explorer. Who knows if it's true or not? He runs his mouth a lot. Oh, a famous explorer. But also clearly not at home, so we cannot talk to him. I think this is actually the room where he does his research. Remember the name, Colorado. It is not mentioned for nothing. But for now, we're only able to meet up with Colorado's wife. Who's also not interested in losing her shell. So, she's going to stay at home. Other people who do lose their shell need to be saved. Not required, but still, I'd like to. This guy can be a bit annoying. It might take a while. Get over here, come on. Oh, finally. And this guy was not worth the effort. Now I'm actually sad this is not required. It took me so long. I should have actually skipped this. But anyway, I think this is actually the final one. There's a shell high up on that block, so push this other block below it so we can reach it. Like this. And that way we should have actually gotten all of the shells back. Silly little Koopas. I'm pretty sure this is also how Mario Kart actually gets all of their green shells. Oh, there's also a fuzzy in the tree over here. As long as you're not stealing any shells, I don't care about you. Now, this house over here will actually have a Koopa that we're going to be seeing a whole lot during this game. But let's go see who he actually is. What's the world coming to when a Koopa can't even step outside for fear of fuzzies? I've lived many, many years, and this is the first time I've seen anything like this. Okay, he's not introducing himself quite yet, so more about him later, I guess. And instead we're going to check out this house over here.